Hello everyone, I'm Angelina Octavia Daud, and in this video, I'm going to do storytelling with title TELAGA BIDADARI. This is the folklore from South Kalimantan, the village of Pematang Gadung, whole southern river district. Let's start. Once upon a time, there was a handsome and dashing young man. The young man's name is Awang Sukma. Awang Sukma began to wander in the forest, and he was stunned to see life in the forest. There are many animals and plants that grow thoroughly there. Awang Sukma feels so comfortable there, and he decided to build a tree house on the branch of a huge tree and live there. Life in the forest is very good and peaceful. Because he had a long life in the forest, Awang Sukma is appointed as the regional rules and earned the title Daud. Once a month, Awang Sukma will look around to see the stage of his domain. Then he came to a clear and clean pond. The pond was under a shady tree with many fruits. Birds and all of kinds insects are alive in their delight. Wow, what a lovely pond! Turns out the forest has a lot of great beauty in it, mumbled Awang Sukma. The next day, Awang Sukma returned to the pond. He relaxes there while he blows his pipe. Suddenly, he heard a loud rumbling in the pond. In the gaps between the rocks, Awang Sukma took a peek at the pond, and he was shocked when he saw 7 beautiful girls bathing in water on the pond. Are they angels? Awang Sukma thought. The 7 beautiful girls were unaware that they were being looked at and ignored the shell they had used to fly scattered about the pond. And it turned out that one of the scarfs was near Awang Sukma. Yes, this is a good chance to get the shell, mumbled Awang Sukma. At the sound of Awang Sukma's footsteps on the leaves, the princesses were surprised and immediately took off their shell. But it turned out that one of 7 princesses, that the youngest, did not find her shell. The other 6 princes were unable to help their youngest sister find her shell because they had to immediately return to the heaven. Eventually, the youngest princess was left by her 6th older sister. That's when Awang Sukma immediately came out of his hideaway and approached the princess. Do not be afraid, princess. I will help you as long as you are willing to stay with me, he urged. The princess still hesitated to take Awang Sukma's hand, but since no one else was there and the princess was desperate, there's no other way for her to accept Awang Sukma's help. Awang Sukma greatly admired the princess' beauty, and the princess too admired Awang Sukma just as much. She felt happy to be near a handsome and valiant man like Awang Sukma. Eventually, they fell in love and decided to get married and then become husband and wife. A year later, they had a beautiful baby girl named Kumalasari. Awang Sukma's family life was so happy. One day, however, a black chicken went up into the barn and pawed the rice off the surface of the barn. The princess who saw it was trying to get rid of the chicken. Suddenly, his eyes fell upon a bamboo slab lying on the chicken's sand. What could be in there? The princess thought. When the roof was opened, the princess was shocked was shocked and overjoyed. "This is my shawl!" cried the princess. She clung to the shawl tightly. Feelings angry and upset began in her heart when she realized that her husband had been hiding her shawl for a long time. Though the princess was angry and upset, her feelings of love and affection for Awang Sukma could not go away. The princess finally gave up her determination to return to heaven. "Now it's time for me to turn back," she said to herself. Then the princess quickly put on her shawl with her baby in her arms. Awang Sukma was very surprised to see what happened. He immediately approached and apologized for his dishonorable act for hiding Princess Shawl. But Awang Sukma realized that separation was inevitable. "My husband, please take good care of our child," the princess said to Awang Sukma. Awang Sukma gazed blankly into the space. He felt very sad to send off the princess. "If our daughter misses me, take 7 hazelnut seeds and place them in the basket that are tossed and cut and beat on the flutes. I will definitely come to see her soon," the princess said. Then the princess put on her shawl and immediately flew to heaven. Awang Sukma felt very sad watching the princess go. After the accident, Awang Sukma vowed to forbid his sons from raising a black rooster that he considered to be evil. In this story, I got some moral message for all of us. The story teaches us if we want something to be done in a good way, we should not steal and plunder the belongings of others, for at times they may become stumbling blocks in reaching out. We must not harbor foul play, for one day it will also be discovered. Okay everyone, that was the story of Telaga Bidadari, one of the folklore from Indonesia. I hope you all can enjoy the story, and I think that's all from me. More and less, please forgive me. Thank you for watching and see you.